Hello, and happy fucking Wednesday, you guys. And welcome to People Talk Now. I'm your host, Vanessa Herrera, and this is the show where you ask about it, and I talk about it. And let's not forget, you guys, that we are constantly trying to change the pace out there on what people are calling better days. So, yes, happy fucking Wednesday, good morning, good rising. Feels good to be alive, doesn't it? Feels good to be alive. Another day. So yes, welcome to paradise. Welcome to my room. Welcome. So I don't know personally where everybody's at this morning. I don't know if you're headed to school, if you're headed to work, if you're headed to your loved one's house, to Granny's, to Starbucks. I don't know. But I know that wherever you're going today, I hope that you truly are free. And I really, really hope that you woke up grateful today to just be here and have another opportunity to just get it right. Get it right in your what's your right. Not my right. Get your right. Right? Right. So yes, today I wanted to talk about 10 ways to truly be free. And where do we draw the line of freedom, and what is it truly to be free, right? So I feel like most of the time, most Americans, I didn't say all, I said most, believe freedom is this like pre-eminent sort of virtue kind of thing that exists, right? But what is the use of like religious and political freedom when we enslave ourselves by the way that we live, right? So what is any of that relevant? What is any of that relevant when we ourselves can enslave ourselves with just this bad boy, bad girl, whatever you want to reference it to, up here? And so I feel like true freedom is the desire and the ability and the opportunity to do what will leave you with no regrets whatsoever. And at least that's what I think, like, because my idea of really being free is like just not having any regrets, and then just being whoever whoever you want to be. I try my best not to be cussing on this show. Although I say happy fucking Wednesday every Wednesday because it's just like my favorite thing to do. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so I'm gonna just give you some quick tips on what I feel has helped me be more free and how I continuously grow to obtain to be that true freedom that I desire to get. And so first of all, number one, let's just dive right into them. Number one for me would be personal debt, right? Because this is like a place that this is like a one thing, especially right now, like kind of given the current situation of what's going on in the world right now, concerning debt, right? So that, of course, to me translates over into like, okay, personal, it translates into ever increasing personal debt, right? And I feel like nearly nothing in the fucking world, there I go, god damn, I said I was going to drop the F-bomb, but I feel like nothing in the world can make a man or a woman feel more in prison than the shackles of debt, right? Because god damn, if you are just in debt, you will not feel free, right? And so I feel like number one would be personal debt, that, it literally feels like when you're in debt, it limits every possibility in your life. And, so I would say number one, one of the things to truly be free, I would say take care of your personal debt, because that alone, if you start to develop a plan to just immediately reduce debt, and just that alone will begin to increase your financial freedom. So number one, personal debt, take care of that. That's already number one, starting you off. catapulting you to get to that true freedom that you desire. Number 2, forgive the past. Okay, leave the past in the past. That's why the past is back where it was. That's why it's not here in the present with you, because it is the past. The past is called the past because it's just something that is there to remember as like a growing tool, right? So I feel like a lot of us, if not all of us or some of us, hello OCTA. I'm just kidding, it's not the OC, but I'm just used to calling them OCTA. So forgive the past. I feel like everyone, people that you know, maybe your family, maybe you, we've been haunted by our past experiences, and things from the past. But I feel like a lot of us are not able to escape. Sorry, I'm over here scratching. A lot of us are not able to escape, like traumas or some sort of traumas that has left us with like deep wounds, deep inside, way deep inside, and scars. And I feel like it's a necessity for you to take care of those traumas. It's a necessity for you to reconcile with the past in order to basically grow stronger as a person and just become wiser. Because, one of the things about being truly free, and I can honestly say this to you guys, is that I used to hold on to so much past trauma, and using myself because, I'm not going to use anybody else in reference to this story. I used to hold on to so much hurt. I used to hold on to so much fucking trauma, and all this serves is to not let you be free, and ultimately I think I had to make that decision and say, you know what, I really want to be fucking free. I really just truly do want to be happy, and like I just want to let this go because it's a burden. So definitely the key to that is a key challenge in achieving a successful life, but in also liberating yourself and getting that like weight off of you to start putting you on that road to be truly free. Number 3, I would say defeat addiction, right? And I know you're probably like, Vanessa, what are you talking about? What addiction are you talking about? Well, as material life evolves, right? Life is just out there in your house. You're full of materials, outside, inside, and it can be addictive. You can get into addictive behaviors. You can get into addictive habits. Whether it's eating things that are not good for you, and you're constantly driving through drive-throughs, or you're constantly ordering things online that you shouldn't be spending money that is going to get you into that financial freedom, right? And it doesn't even have to just go into substance abuse per se, but we can defeat addiction in many forms. So if there's something that that you personally have, you have to come to terms with, did I just burp? Oops. And you've had to like look at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, like I am addicted at this. And no matter how many times you've thought about it, you're just like, I am enslaved to this addiction, right? And so, I think that a starting point is to think about what it is that you're addicted to, and really think about where you want to be in this present moment, right? And not think about the mistakes that you've made in your past, and not even thinking about mistakes that you're going to make. To just think about this particular moment and try your very best to defeat the addiction that is basically slowing down your progress, and it's like holding you and dragging you through the mud so that you can get to the place where you want to be. So definitely number 3 would have to be defeat whatever addiction it is that you are facing, and think about it. And if it's making you feel enslaved, chances are that there's something there that you need to face and that you need to kind of deal with. So number 4 basically is destructive relationships. So I feel that the importance of the people that we choose to surround ourselves with is very important as well, because they can either lift us up to new and better heights or drag us into the fucking ground where they are trying to maintain themselves.
Oh no!
And it's very important, that not even just as people, as friends, even as parents, because I'm a parent, it's imperative that we not only recognize this in our own lives, right, but that we instill this kind of wisdom in our children as well, because it's important for us to know and to feel and understand and see the red flags when we are in a destructive relationship that's not going to get us to that freedom to be truly free like we're trying to obtain. So that's something definitely, we have to kind of just really surround ourselves with people that we know are on the right or on a similar path that we are. So number 5, it's the lure, the imagination of escaping, right? So I've dealt with this a lot. So it's natural to dream about yourself escaping, right? But true freedom means taking the high, narrow, tough road by doing the right things the right way, even when it's not in your best interest, right? So freedom comes from doing meaningful things and not mundane escapist actions, meaning things that are just going to give you that little temporary satisfaction where it's very short-lived, right? Just because you want to feel that dopamine of like, yeah, ooh, this feels great right now, right? But essentially, if it's not getting you to that road to being truly free, then chances are you're just doing something just to get that temporary escape action sort of dopamine feeling going through your body. Number 6, job appreciation. Most people spend a majority of their time at their place of employment, right? And this is possibly the situation where we feel the most trapped, right? Because, I went through so many jobs in my lifetime where I was just like, nope, this is not it. I don't want to be told what to do. Fuck you. I'm the boss. I'm my own boss. I wasn't born to be a fucking slave, right? And work is a requirement to survive, and there's no getting around that. There isn't. So, but if you don't have that overall satisfaction in what you do on a daily basis, you'll never be free, right? Because it doesn't matter what you do, if you can't get some sort of satisfaction or gratification or anything from it, then you're never going to even begin to feel free from the beginning, right? Because one of the things is like, I love doing what I do. I love doing podcasts. I love talking to people. I love helping people, right? And so that's already such a free and liberating feeling to just get to communicate with you guys, my audience. And I want you guys to experience the same thing. It's as simple as grasping your fucking life, right? Because the fact that if you think that you're going to wake up tomorrow, that it's just guaranteed to you, then you're already not free. Okay? Because we don't even know that. So just keep that into consideration. Have the courage to change the career, and if that is what you feel, if you feel that you're called to do that, then do that. If you want to change the current education course that you're in, or change anything in your life, have the courage to change that, because I guarantee you that that's going to already put you on the path to freedom, right? Because I had to kind of do the same thing. I had to make that decision and be like, okay, I want to stop going to school because I want to pursue what I really, truly, truly, truly makes me happy, makes me feel free and not stressed, right? Because, your career or your passion or any of that, shouldn't make you feel shackled, period. All right. Number 7, passionless marriage. This is a common issue for many, many marriages. The amazing spark that bonded you together dims and extinguishes altogether. This is something that, you know, it can linger on the male mind constantly and enslaves you and enslave you. Free yourself from that worry. You know, this is something that can happen to both genders. Free yourself from that worry. There are many marriage resources for people to tap to help you do so. And if need be, you know, I mean, if this is something that you can't work out, like it's just it's not something that you can work out together, you know, I've heard of people seeking professional help to ignite and help their marriage once again. And but if that doesn't work for you, then chances are you are just enslaved to that idea that it needs to work. But chances are that you just haven't met, you're not even in the right marriage with someone who is compatible with you, and you're trying to you know, create this idea that you must make things work, right? When it's not true. Like, if things don't work, they just don't work. Stop trying to create things that work and keep yourself bound, because you're not going to be truly free. These are not things that are helping you be free. Number 8, mental distress. We're a sad nation. So there's a study that released in 2011 by our government states that more than 1 in 10 Americans over the age of 12 take antidepressants. So this is a jump of over 400%.
Whoa.
In just 2 decades. That's a lot.
What?
And as we have perceived our personal freedoms to be enhanced by technology and prosperity and reality, they have enslaved many to the point of despair. And the biggest question we can answer in life is, what steps do I need to take to be more joyful? And acting through that filter alone can lead you to freedom. So just understand that, you know, right now I'm reading a book. It's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, I think it's called, by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it's really amazing because even though I just kind of started reading it, he says something in there that's really just that's really helpful to someone like me. And so he says, you know, in those moments where you feel like you're just kind of overthinking, basically, you're just allowing, and mind you, I'm saying you are allowing, meaning me, you, whoever the person is that is bothered by something, is that you are not living from within. You believed it to be true that things outside of you are real. And like, once I heard it like that, I was just like, wow, that's so true, because like, I'm paying too much attention to things outside of me when I should be paying attention to things that reside inside of myself. Like, every feeling, everything that I feel and hear should matter the most to me. So that was really helpful. And I just started reading the book, so I'll give you guys more details later on, after I've read a lot more of it. Number 9 is stressful parenting. I feel like as a parent, like, no parent ever escapes the heartache, fear, worry for their children, right? Like, we never escape that, but you can still live free. You could still live in freedom. Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you as a parent. Have confidence that if you pour the right things into your kids, they'll turn out just fine. They'll be fine. You're going to be fine. Right. But confess to them, tell them the truth that you have, when you've blown it, when you've fucked up, or when you've done some fucked up shit, or when you've messed up, right? Admit that to them and model for them what love and leadership looks like. And all you can do at the end of any day is your best. And yeah, that's it. That's all you can really do, is just do your fucking best. And number 10, last but not least, spiritual quest, right? I feel like this is something that I'm always on. I'm just always on, like, just trying to just I already feel really free, but I'm also trying to just on this spiritual quest. Like, I'm just always trying to be like the best, and I'm just always just looking for more, and that's what it should be all about. Like, you should always be looking for more. So ultimately, our eventual freedom is our earthly expiration, right? But our actions here in the present should all be working towards that reality. And what legacy will you leave behind? And what will be our next destination? When a person realizes that he or she or it or there or they, or whatever you want to reference yourself to, is far more than just a flesh we can physically see, that is when the possibility of, like, real freedom starts to happen. And freedom for me, I don't know about you guys, but freedom only makes sense in the light of in the light of us living from within. And, you know, this is something that I haven't always realized. These are just things that have happened to me recently that I've started, like, just really understanding more and more. But I really hope that I can share those things with you guys, and that they make some sort of sense, and that you know, it helps you be more in tune with who you want to be, and how free you want to be. And again, this is not the first time. I'm gonna come back another time and have a part 2 to this video, to this episode. But I wanted to keep today's really short, not to overwhelm you, because these are things that you can start to work on every day. But start today, start now, in this moment, and really just understand that you're here right now, and you have all of the, like, possibilities to make something happen right now. You have all the possibilities to just choose how you want this particular day to continue on, right? So I really hope that, you know, any of the things I mentioned here today helped you, made you think about something. And if you have any questions regarding today's episode, feel free to email me at peopletalknow@hotmail.com. And always, you know, reach out to me. Don't be afraid. I always encourage questions, feedback. So yes, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Okay, so as always, you guys know that I like to have a joke of the day. So today's joke of the day is well, it was here.
Oops.
Oh, here we go. So, here we go. My teachers told me I never amount to much because I procrastinated so much. So you know what I said? I told them, just you wait. They're probably still waiting. Oh, gosh. You guys really got to send me some jokes in, because I can't do this alone. I need your help. Okay, so cue the laughter, or not. You can skip this part if the joke is not your cup of tea. Let's go to the word of the day. So today's word of the day is bellwether. See? Oh, I really thought it was going to play there.
Bellwether.
Oh, there it is. Bellwether. So bellwether is spelled Bellwether. Bellwether, the definition is one that takes the lead or initiative. Leader, also an indicator of trends. So did you know we usually think of sheep more as followers than leaders? But in a flock, one sheep must lead the way. Long ago, it was common practice for shepherds to hang a bell around the neck of one sheep in their flock, thereby designating it the lead sheep. This animal was called the bellwether, a word formed by a combination of the Middle English words belle, meaning bell, and wether, a noun that refers to a male sheep that has been castrated. It eventually followed that bellwether would come to refer to someone who takes initiative or who actively establishes a trend that is taken up by others. This usage first appeared in English in the 15th century. So there you have it. Go out and use the word bellwether in a sentence and hashtag People Talk Now, and I'll go ahead and share it to my IG. And yeah, share the love, share the wealth. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening today. I always appreciate you guys for all the love and support. And if you're new to this channel and you don't know who the hell I am, hi, I'm Vanessa Herrera, and I'm the host of People Talk Now. And yes, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and to like and just share it. And yeah, share with everyone you know, to your friends, your family, everyone, your Uber driver, your Amazon guy, whoever. Just share it. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, you guys, have a really beautiful day, and yeah, have a kick-ass Wednesday. Bye.